Okay, everyone. Hello. It's Seven here, and it's Helix VR. It's been a busy week in VR, and it's been a busy week for Helix. We've hit 1,000 subs, woohoo, on YouTube. So thank you, everyone, for helping us get to that number. As a celebration, we have two very special giveaways. First off, we've got a PSVR giveaway that we've been promoting this week, which is win a copy of Doom VRF. Or even Doom VFR, whichever one it's either very frightening, really, or very really frightening, I don't know. Okay, anyway, so we're giving away a copy of that for the PSVR. So if you are a PSVRer, I don't know what you're called otherwise, go and find out our YouTube video of that and enter that giveaway. And we've got another giveaway that is being announced just after this show. And that is a get creative and get fit, and that's to celebrate 1,000, and that's for the PC VR gamers out there. So you can win a copy of Masterpiece and Box VR. So that's a double giveaway for that. So guys, make sure you tune in for that giveaway as well, and that'll be running for the next couple of weeks. It's just as a thank you to say we reached 1,000. When we hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to give someone a VR unit. Okay, so. You've heard it here first, so come on, let's keep getting those subs up. Might be a while yet before we get there, but we'll go at it. Anyway, as I said at the beginning, we've been really busy at Helix VR. I don't know if you've been watching us this week, but we have had an influx of sneak peeks. And we've been doing lots of reviews, releases. The team have been in full swing. They're like Santa's little helpers this week, okay, getting everything churned out for all this content that we are making. So thank you very much, first of all, to the guys at Survive and to the guys at Seek and Destroy, the Steamhammer guys, and the guys at Vindicta for Highway Madness, because we've had exclusives of all of them this week, so really appreciate that. Anyway, I'm not going to talk any more about what we've been doing, because you guys are tuning in to find out what this week's new releases are. So let's go and have a look at the first game. Okay, so the first game this week is A Handful of Keflings. It is a cute little sim game where you build homes for these little tiny creatures, these little tiny dinky winky people. Okay, it does have a few issues. The readability of the text isn't great, and it's not always clear what you need to do because they don't include the tutorial. But there is a help menu which we found, and if you looked earlier in the week, we did a live stream of that. Actually, it was another exclusive, and we managed to get our way through the game. But it is a lot of fun, and it does help fill in all those voids that are left by the city building games that are not available in VR at the moment, like SimCity and things like that. So it is really good fun. You can play this seated, which is really good, and there is a lot to unlock in the game. The devs turn around and say that there's between 15 and 20 hours of gameplay, which is excellent, so value for money. But just be warned that unlike their previous games that they've released, there doesn't seem to be a campaign or a story mode, it's just a sandbox mode. Anyway, it's out on the Vive and the Rift. Let's have a look at it. about this game? You will find, if you played this game on the flat screen, it's a great game. Once you put on the headset, you will be blown away at just how great this game is inside VR. Now, it's not a game for one of those people that suffer from claustrophobia, because it is very sort of in-thing with your helmet and stuff like that, so it is a bit dodgy there. And there are a couple of times where you might need to change your underwear because it does get a bit scary. Okay? It's not as VR friendly as it could be. But saying that, now that it's out of EA, the devs actually might go back and look at the VR and make it a little bit better. But overall, it's a really polished game, and it's well worth the price. Currently 10% off as well. It works with the Vive and the Rift, and obviously on the PC. So you go and play it. Let's have a look at it, Kermie.
This PDA has rebooted with one directive: to keep you alive. Scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Exploration is conducted at your own risk. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. Explore, study, catalog new species, secure food and energy, and gather data on unusual phenomena.
Shouldn't have gone so deep.
There we go, guys, and that's a great first start to the show. We've got some good games coming out this week. Okay, so as normal, we've got a developer with us, and we're going to have a little interview about their game. So, welcome to the show, Steve. And Steve comes from the game VR Furballs Demolition. So, welcome to the show, Steve.
Thanks.
Okay, so for all those people out there that don't know about your game, would you like to explain to them what your game is about?
Yeah, Furballs Demolition is a puzzle destruction game. So basically you throw very cute furballs, constructions, and your goal is to kill some bad guys called the baddies.
Yep.
So it's
a bit like Angry Birds in VR.
It's a bit like, yeah. It's, but in VR.
I think that's it. It's a bit like Angry Birds in VR, where you use these cute little balls and you just destroy things with it and destroy the enemies. Obviously, you're out in early access at the moment, but you've got some like fantastic stats with the game itself. 54 levels on it, so that's pretty good. 26 at the moment, but obviously when you release, you're getting 54, so you're going to double that up.
Adding them as soon as I build one, I'm adding it in the game.
Yep. Okay. And what other key functions of the game are there that you can tell us about?
So you have the main game, which is destroying stuff within these levels, but then you also have 6 mini games inside. So you have a shooting range, you just shoot at targets. You have a whack-a-mole, you shoot at bad furballs coming out from whack-a-mole game. I think everybody knows that.
Yep.
You have shooting balloons game. You have too many games.
So you get quite a lot for your money.
And basketball game as well.
Oh, basketball as well. That's a lot of games for your money. And there is an level editor in this game as well, isn't there?
The door is unlocked at the end of the game, so you have to finish it. For now, it's a bit rough on the edges. I still need to spend a bit of time to make it more user-friendly, but it's already... I'm making all the levels with this very same level editor.
Excellent. Okay. And you are a single-man development team, yes?
Team. Yep. I'm actually a professional developer. I've worked for 8 years in big companies like Ubisoft, 2K Games, and CCP Games.
Fantastic. So this is your first VR game, yeah?
Yeah, first VR game. First indie game.
Okay. So when you're not playing your own game, what VR games do you enjoy playing?
Yeah, it's like you don't want to bring back your job home. So I don't play too much.
You don't play too much. Okay. Right. Well, Flags had a look at the game. We were lucky to get a copy of it sent to us, and we've had a bit of a play. So we have done a review. So you can always check out our review on our YouTube channel of what Flag thinks of it, and you get to see some of the gameplay. Now, it is currently in early access, but when are you bringing it out of early access? When's roughly your time frame?
Yeah, it should be around the end of February or beginning of March.
Okay, so not too long to go, guys, before full game is released. And is there anything else that you're going to be bringing to the game that is currently in it at the moment?
Well, it's mostly about finishing all the levels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a small event until the end of the release early access period. So if you guys want to build levels, I will select 3 of them to put in the final game as the 28 missing levels.
Oh, fantastic! So you can actually get a level in the game which will be your own level.
Win a VR Furball T-shirt on the way.
Brilliant. Flag will definitely be up for that, and I know as soon as this interview, he will be going out and start building his own level because he's a very competitive man, and we don't let him play with us because he's too competitive. So he can go and play on his own with his furballs and build his own level and hopefully get it in the game. Okay, so after this game's finished, have you got anything else that you're going to be doing? You're going to be working in VR again?
Expand the VR Furballs IP franchise. I hope making a lot of games with these cute Furballs.
They are very cute.
Creating them.
Yeah. So guys, I definitely recommend that you go and check out these little cute bundles of fur that make some really, really cute noises and make you go, right from the start. It does look like a child's game, but it's really, really addictive. So it's ideal for everybody, really. It's a sort of a very family-friendly game.
Yeah,
definitely a very family-friendly game. So if you've got kids, you can put them in it, and you know that they're going to be fine playing it, and then you're going to be kicking them off and playing it yourself anyway. Okay, so
you can enjoy this kind of game as well.
It's good that we and you can challenge each other who can get the amount of shots and get the highest scores and things like that.
Local and global leaderboards as well.
Yeah, that always helps, especially when with the Helix team, we always like to try and, as I say, Flag will probably be at the top though because it's very competitive. Okay, guys, we've got to get back to part 2 of the show, and we've got to see what our game of the week is. But before we go, just like to say thank you very much, Steve, for coming on, and
thank you for inviting me.
And we want to obviously go out and buy that game now. It's in early access. Get playing it. Complete the first 26 levels or 24 levels that's out. Design your own game level, and you can get it in the game. There we go. That is a great competition, and you can win the T-shirt as well. So it's always a bonus. It's a really, really good price. It's not going to break the bank, and we think you're going to have hours of fun with it. So once again, Steve, thanks for coming on, and we're going to go back to part 2 of the show to see what our game of the week is.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys, there we go. So well, that's our interview for this week, and doesn't it look a great game to go and play? I like the idea to get your own T-shirt and your own name in the game. So, this is a big part that you've been looking forward to. It is the game of the week. Can I have a fanfare, please, Kermie? I'll do it myself. I'm sure he's already done it anyway. Yeah, he's shouting in my ear. I've already done it. Okay, so game of the week is The Inpatient on the Sony PSVR. It's a Sony one this week. Okay, so from the team that made you Until Dawn, this is a prequel to the game. It's set 60 years before the event Until Dawn, or 60 years before the actual game Until Dawn. Okay, and it's a very story-driven game, and it's more about immersion and getting lost in the game. The outcome is entirely up to you. It's the decisions that you make within the game and how you interact with each of the characters in the game and what answers you give to the questions that they're asking. The game features voice controls, which is really good. So it adds even more immersion factor to it because you just end up talking to the characters rather than having to push a lot of buttons. And within a few minutes, you're just there in the 1960s. Okay, so Sony has really excelled itself with this game on the PSVR, and I really hope at some point that it does get ported over to the Rift and Vive. It's currently an exclusive. We don't really like exclusives, but I'm going to give Sony this one because it is an excellent game and everyone in it. So let's have a look at some of the gameplay, and we'll come back to you.
Let's test your memory. Do you remember who I am? Do you know why you're here, Joyce? It's too big to keep quiet. Things that never even happened.
PlayStation.
There we go. I'm in the game as well by the looks of it. Okay. Well, that well deserves the game of the week. And can you imagine what that is going to be like if they get it onto the HTC Pro or something like that, or the Rift? Yeah, it's just going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that is it, guys. That is it for this week. That is our game of the week. There are our games that we recommend. So don't forget, let's just go through everything so you can remember, because I'm going to forget it otherwise. We have got the Sony PSVR giveaway, giving away a copy of Doom VFR. Okay, so make sure you tune into our YouTube channel for that. We are now also going to be giving away a copy of Masterpiece and Box VR in our Get Creative, Get Fit double giveaway for our 1,000 subs on YouTube. So we will be putting that video up very shortly. And then thirdly, we've got our Battle Skies giveaway this week. So you can enter that, and you've got until Sunday to enter your number from the dartboard to win a copy of Battle Skies, which was our game of the week last week. So there we go, I've remembered it all. And now I've got to try and remember the mantra. So let's see if I can get this correct. Okay, guys, if you love what we do, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, tweet us on Twitter, itch us on Twitch, smash us on Smashcast, discuss with us on Discord, leave us a steamer on Steam, and F us on FBook. Until next week, you have a great weekend. Go and play loads of VR games. And thanks for making us 1,000 subs. See you later.